My wife said flatly, "You're grown, feed yourself." I'm not running a diner when I got home. She told me to cook for myself. I did. But what she didn't realize was that I was cooking up something much bigger than dinner that night. The house was quiet, maybe too quiet, when I finally dragged myself through the front door. My shirt was plastered to my skin, slick with sweat and grime, and every muscle screamed in protest. All I wanted was a shower and a real meal, something warm that didn't come wrapped in a bar. My name is Michael, I'm 32. I work as a field technician, which means most days I'm out in the trenches, fixing industrial equipment in places like sweltering factories or noisy construction sites. My shifts? They stretch anywhere from 12 to 14 hours, depending on how bad things break down. I'm married to Jessica, she's 29, and she has two amazing kids from her previous marriage, Caleb, who's 11, and Chloe, 8. When Jessica and I first started dating 5 years ago, everything felt so right. We'd spend weekends in the kitchen, her experimenting with new recipes, me grilling steaks outside. The kids would treat setting the table like a grand adventure. We'd eat together, talk about our day, laugh at Caleb's goofy jokes, and Chloe would show off her latest drawings. It felt like the family I'd always dreamed of. 3 years ago, after we got married, Jessica decided to leave her office job and go freelance as a graphic designer. She wanted to be home more for Caleb and Chloe, and I fully supported that. I saw how much it meant to her to be there, picking them up from school, helping with homework. But slowly, almost imperceptibly, things began to shift. My income was steady, hers fluctuated, so I naturally started covering more and more of the household expenses. The mortgage, car payments, groceries, utilities, school supplies, sports fees, everything gradually landed on my paycheck. I told myself it was temporary, that her freelance work would pick up, and we'd rebalance. Months turned into a year, then 2, and nothing changed. I didn't complain. You carry the weight for the people you love, right? But then I started noticing other things. Dinner wasn't ready when I came home anymore. Even if I texted my schedule. The house wasn't messy, not exactly, but it just felt uncared for. Like my presence didn't really matter. Jessica spent a lot of time on her laptop, which I assumed was work, but sometimes I'd catch her scrolling social media or chatting with friends while the kids watched TV. It wasn't that she wasn't busy with the kids and her projects, but it felt like I'd become invisible. Unless there was a bill to pay, or something needed fixing. Then came that Thursday in late July. I remember it vividly because it was one of those days that just breaks you down, piece by piece. I was called out at 6 a.m. to a factory 2 hours away. Their main conveyor system had completely died. The place was an oven, 95 degrees outside with no AC, just industrial fans pushing around hot air. I spent the entire day crawling under machinery, troubleshooting electrical panels, replacing burned-out motors. By the time I finished, it was almost 8 p.m. My shirt was soaked, my hands were covered in grease and small cuts. All I'd eaten was a protein bar from my truck. The drive home felt endless. All I could picture was a hot shower and a